There are lots of topics that we could study. They could be art history, they can be iconography, they can be all types of things, and from all different regions of the Himalayan sphere of art, which extends from North India all the way up to southern Russia and the Tuva regions and whatnot. But a subject that I think is important, and it really hasn't been focused on quite enough, is the subject of the 11-faced Avalokiteshvara. Now, in this case, he can have 8 arms, or he can have 10 or 12 or 34 or 42 or 1,000. We have different systems to explain the 11-faced Avalokiteshvara. But that's not my focus here. My focus here is really on the early paintings. We really do have a lot of early paintings as scroll works, a few that are murals. As a matter of fact, one of the absolute earliest may be a mural in the Himalayan regions, not speaking of central or southern India, but in the Himalayas. So on the Himalayan Art Resources website, we just have really a lot of paintings, and some of them are just excellent. And it's sometimes very good to choose one iconographic topic and then look at it through time, through region, and through different painting styles, stylistic elements. And so with the 11-faced Avalokiteshvara, I think the main topics, study topics, when looking at a large number of early works, is to really compare a little bit the variations in iconography, one from the other. Another is to study the variations in style, and of course this is very much tied up with region as well. But looking at the differences in style, the regions, and the differences in time for this 500-year period, we're really going from the 11th century, about 500 years, up to the 16th century. Then we have what are the secondary iconographic programs, because all of these compositions are done in this register format, this kind of grid format of horizontal and vertical boxes with figures placed inside. So what are the secondary iconographic programs that are included? And we do have one iconographic program that is very commonly placed with and associated with the 11-faced Avalokiteshvara, yet textually it's independent. They don't go together. So this is an early kind of a marriage. I don't want to say a conflation, but it's a marriage where these two forms of Avalokiteshvara are considered mutually conducive for some practices or in some traditions. Now, aside from secondary iconographic programs, what are the additional figures that are added, such as wealth deities or protectors? Then we have to deal with probably half of the register component, the top half, which is a lineage teacher program. And how does that unfold? And are they similar? Which paintings are similar with similar lineages, which have completely different lineages? And then lastly, what additional teachers might there be? Often placed more towards the bottom. Sometimes they can be quite quickly recognized, such as Padmasambhava can appear sometimes directly below, placed on the throne even, or slightly below the throne of the 11-faced Avalokiteshvara. So these are just some of the study topics, but it's just a very interesting subject when looking at early paintings, because we have such a large body of works that we can use in the investigation in this study. So press the like button, you can subscribe, you can join HAR on Patreon, and you can also make a donation on the homepage of Himalayan Art Resources.